I appreciate y'all for coming out tonight. It was an exciting win for our team. Had been struggling, and some of that was the people we were playing and the schedule we've been on. But, a quick turnaround, go to Moorhead on Wednesday, Belmont in here on Saturday, and then, have the team picked to finish second in the league and the preseason player of the year coming in on Monday. So 3 games against the team that's in second, the team in first place, and the team that was picked second in 6 days, and really proud of the effort our players gave. I thought, we did some really good things Saturday night. Didn't shoot the ball well enough in the second half to keep it close enough to have a chance. But tonight we corrected some of the defensive mistakes we made Saturday. We were better today, and we talked a lot. We talk all the time about attacking the basket because we're so athletic and we can shoot the ball, and we're going to shoot it better from the perimeter, a better percentage when we're aggressive attacking the basket. And the difference tonight, I really thought we got to the free throw line, and we didn't make as many as we would like to have. Didn't shoot the percentage we wanted, but we exceeded our free throw attempt goal for this game, and then got there and made them late. A couple of big plays down the stretch, and just really pleased with the effort tonight.
What could a game like this do for your team's psyche?
Hopefully they understand, and I really felt like when they left the locker room on Saturday that they understood, Belmont's the best team in the league. They're undefeated. But, we're right there late in the third quarter. If we don't make just a couple of mistakes, we're in the ball game. And, we had a good day of practice yesterday. Mentally, they were into it. And it's late in the year where everybody's beat up and everybody's banged up and has injuries that you all don't know about because we're not going to report those things. And every team deals with that. And, especially when you've lost a few games in a row like we have, it's tough. And you got to remember, our student athletes also have a lot of other pressures going on with school and all those type things. So hopefully this buoys them and, allows them. We'll have a day off tomorrow before we start focusing on Austin Peay, and allows them to understand what's in front of them. And we've talked about adjusting some of our preseason goals and what's left to accomplish that was on our preseason goal sheet, and then where can we go from where we are today. Yesterday we had that conversation, and I thought our bench gave us a lift tonight. Taylor Reese came in and did an outstanding job rebounding and contesting shots. Anything that was shot within 15 feet, it seemed like she was getting a hand up and altering it a little bit, and really did a nice job while Kyra was in foul trouble.
Coach, with about 2 or 3 minutes left in the game, the score was, neck to neck, and they had that string of offensive rebounds. And so I was watching you while it was happening. I was wondering, what your reaction was going to be, and it wasn't anything, you didn't seem too angry. So what goes through your head whenever that's going on? Are you expecting your team to
acting? Somebody from Hollywood called me because I was a little angry. But I'm trying at that point in the game. You're right in the game, and you're trying to implore your team and just make them understand, but also make them understand that you believe in them and you're going to win the ball game. So I really felt like at that point, that late in the game, they didn't need me jumping down their throats. If that had been the third possession of the game, it probably would have been a little bit different story. But, I had a little anger seething up inside me, but, you have to control those things. And then, the great thing about it was we came down on the offensive end, and we did a couple of things that we haven't done in games before, a couple of isolation sets and different things to take advantage of how they were playing defense. And some of it was an adjustment on the fly, and I thought our players executed great down the stretch, considering what we were asking them to do as a coaching staff.
As far as your guys' defense, you changed it up. I saw several different man zones that you were playing, matchup zones. You were pressing a little bit, trying to speed up the tempo. How do you think that benefits your team, being able to switch up those defenses?
Well, a couple of things. One, it keeps the other team off balance a little bit, so they can't just come down and run their offense. And lately, we haven't been as aggressive as we need to be in our man. So our players are starting to understand more, and then as a coach, I have to trust them more to do the things we want them to do. And Coach Reese has been doing a great job with the scouts and what we can take away with our defenses. But the other thing is when we change defenses a lot, our players have to stay focused and locked in. or they're going to be completely lost, and then we're going to have a problem. And when we're just in the same defense over and over and over again, the offense can get comfortable and our players get comfortable, which is a bad thing for our players because they need that extra edge defensively. And I thought they did a great job the other night against Belmont. Belmont's just good enough. Every mistake we made, they take advantage of it and made shots every single time we made a mistake. And then tonight we were better. And, that's what we're looking for right now, growth. This process is going to go to the final Saturday, and that's when we'll figure out from 2 to 12, every coach in the league that we've played against, we've played everybody and talked to everybody, every coach in the league from 2 to 12, any team can beat any team on a given night in this league. So you have to be ready, and each team has to continue to get better.
Your team made a leap in points in the paint tonight, scored 34 points in the paint. Was that how you guys were able to offset the second chance points?
Well, and a lot of that is attacking off the dribble. We got some second chance points tonight. I told somebody after the last game, I don't know, I've never been a part of a game in my recollection that you had 0 second chance points. I believe if we played UConn or Baylor, somebody would fall down and we'd get 2 second chance points, at least something. But tonight, I felt like we really attacked through contact, didn't avoid contact in the Belmont game early especially. We avoid contact, and that's kind of been our MO this season early in games. We don't attack to the rim with the aggression that we should. We go, but then we kind of snake around people and try to make the pretty play instead of making the tough play. Tonight we went through, made the tough play, and I give Eastern Kentucky a lot of credit. They're an outstanding defensive team, and when they foul you, they foul you. There's no touching you a little bit and letting you have and ones and stuff. They put you on the ground, which is good, clean, hard basketball. So give them a lot of credit, but our players really attacked the basket tonight.
Yeah, just discussing attacking the basket. It just seems whenever KJ, when she gets her mind going to the basket, you can't stop her. She's strong. She goes up and she finishes. What does it mean to your team to be able to have a player like that you can put the ball in her
Well,
hands?
she puts so much pressure on the opposition because of the things she can do, because she's a capable three-point shooter. She leads us in assists, and she's at her best, and our team's at our best when she's attacking aggressively and she walks that fine line between going to get mine and making my teammates better. And, when she penetrates like that, everybody's going to try to flood the lane. They tried to force her left, and early in the game, she was going right no matter what. Like, she was going to prove she could go right. And then she took advantage of them forcing her left because she can go left. The scout on her from last year was that she doesn't go left. Well, she can really go left when she wants to. And so in the second half, we did some things, and she attacked to her left and got to the rim. And, I'm glad she's on our side because, you look at it, she had 5 or 6 steals, and, she makes those kind of plays. And, she's going to take some tough shots, but she makes them a lot. She shoots almost 50% from the field on the season. So it's hard to complain about that stuff. But we're at our best when she's penetrating to pass and score. And, she made a couple of plays tonight where she kicked the ball out. And, a couple of times we didn't make the shot, and a couple of times they're flooding in the lane. Now the ball gets kicked out, and she gets it out so fast, now they have to scramble, and somebody else was able to drive off her action to start it. So, just happy she's on our side.
Wasn't it a big 3 off of a driving kick?
Yes, yeah. And that, Jazz has been struggling lately, and it's no secret. That was big for her. She flew down the court. She got shot ready. We drove it in transition, kicked it to her, and she knocked down that shot. And that was a big shot late in the game. And, was really happy for her, and happy that we got more contribution. We outscored them. What do we outscore them? 8 off the bench, compared to the last game, So I was really happy to see some production off the bench and to win that battle.